Welcome. How are you today? Just type a note here. Whoops, helps if I can spell. Just do one other thing here. All right. Okay. How are you doing today? This is kind of a first for me. Well, I've done YouTube lives before, but just been a little bit of a time, but I wanted to come on, start off the new month today. It's October, if you can believe that already. And so excited to have an opportunity to share. I invite you to type a note, say hello, let me know where you're from. And hello, hopefully I pronounced this correctly, Yopu. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So just type in a note, let me know where you're from. Looking forward to have an opportunity to share for those of you who are on live and for those of you who are watching the replay. So very excited to have an opportunity to share once again. So listen, I wanted to start off with a quote. It's funny, I spent some time out in the wilderness, not to get dramatic about it, but when I found out about this healing energy in my music, there was a point in time where the gentleman who was kind of my mentor around this had transitioned, and I kind of felt I was off in this aloneness space. Once again, not to get too dramatic, but it was kind of dramatic at the time. And I remember I wasn't really sure what this energy was about, what the music was about, the sound healing component. I mean, back then, 12 years ago, sound healing wasn't as predominant as it is today. And so there was a lot of not knowing. And I remember one day I was listening to a video that a friend of mine had sent me, and there was this quote. And, have you ever heard something that just reverberates within you as complete truth? You get the goosebumps, God bumps, whatever you want to call them. And I heard this quote, and it's like, oh my gosh, that's what I'm here for. This is what this is all about. This is how this all plays in. So I wanted to share the quote, and it goes like this. People think we need to seek enlightenment, but no, we are enlightened. That is our natural state. The unnatural state is what we have been put into. We don't have to seek enlightenment. We have to remove the vibrational barriers and the limiting belief systems that have held us in a state of unenlightenment. So it's not about seeking it, it's about removing what is stopping us from being what we already are. You see, we already are divine. We already are powerful. We already are masterful. We already are masterpieces. But somehow along the way in this thing called the human experience, we've forgotten our mastery. We've forgotten our beauty. We've forgotten our true essence. And we're in the process of remembering. We're in the process of experiencing. We're in the process of re-remembering what we already are. And so I go back to this analogy, and I've used it a lot in different videos and sessions and stuff that I've done with people. Michelangelo was asked, how did you carve David? And he said, I didn't carve David. I just simply removed the pieces that were hiding the masterpiece within the block of marble. And that is the game of life. That is what we came here to experience. We come into this human experience with all of our grandeur, all of our magnificence, all of our divinity, all of our power. We're born, we promptly forget every single bit of it. And then we're cast into these helpless little bodies that can't do anything on our own. And then we have these parents who are more than, I don't want to say more than happy. Being a parent, I have to be gentle with myself, right? It's like they impose their limiting perspectives and views about life upon us. And those become the operating system software of our minds. And those become part of this essential piece in this game of hide and seek and limitation. Um, and then we go to school, of course, who says, you know, you got to memorize all the stuff on this piece of paper and then transfer it over to this piece of paper. And based on your ability to do that, that's how smart you are. That further limit us. And then we get the media and all these different things that have become so much part of our day to day lives that cast this limitation upon us, this forgetfulness. And then there comes this point in our life experience where we get the wake up call. The wake up call to start remembering who we really are, realizing that what we have been cast into, whether you call it the matrix or whatever, isn't the scope of true reality, and that there's something more. And so we live in this time, in this age, where humanity, all of us, are being asked to awaken. We're being triggered. We're having emotional stuff come up to the surface that needs to come up, because that emotional turbulence, that energy is tied to all of those old limiting beliefs that we've picked up over the course of our life that we need to remove and that we need to let go of, and that we need to also rise above these vibrational barriers, which are, you know, the 5G, the 4G, the 3G, the Wi-Fi, the smart meters, the 80,000 man-made chemicals in our air, food, and water, all the different things that we're exposed to that are attempting to disrupt this energy. And so that's what the energy that these scientists discovered almost 15 years ago now, which is hard to believe. In my music and in the energy healing work that I do, that help people to remove the vibrational barriers and the limiting belief systems that are holding them in a state of unenlightenment. And that is what we're here to do today. And I look at there really being three main areas that my work focuses in, that we're going to take on in this process today to support you in this. And these three areas are, number one, we need to heal our lives. Anything that's disharmonious we're experiencing in our health, our relationships, our prosperity, or any facet of our life are the out picture of old, obsolete, non-supportive belief structures that we're holding within ourselves, that are reverberating within us 24/7. Those need to go. So when you get triggered by life, when you get triggered by challenges, that's an opportunity, not something to run from, but something to dive into and to leverage it to heal yourself. And then the second component is really about awakening to your divinity, awakening to your power, awakening to your magnificence. We've forgotten for way too long. The time is now for all of us to awaken. And then finally, we come to this third aspect about orchestrating. You're the orchestrator of energy, okay? You have the ability to shape and shift this out here. You're doing it every day anyways. The time has come to do it consciously. And so we'll probably sprinkle in a little bit of compassion today, because as we all know, this process of unfolding and evolving is a journey. It's a process. And as much as we'd like to accomplish it all in one night, it's a lifetime journey and experience. But yet out of that experience comes evolution. Out of that experience comes realizations on a deeper level. Out of that experience, this cosmic game of hide and seek, we experience our divinity and our power, because we already are the divine masterpiece. So with that being said, we're going to get to do a little bit of process work today, as I promised. And so I'm going to guide you through it, and there'll be moments of music. There'll be a moment of quiet. And then I have a theme for the month that I think will really help to support us, because I think it's something that a lot of people are struggling with right now. And that's the lack of faith in how their life is unfolding, how the world is unfolding, what we're being exposed to, what we're hearing, the division that seems to be so dramatically amplified, the censorship that we see taking place just because you have a contradictory perspective or point of view. And with that has come a lot of turbulence, and with that has come a lot of worry, and with that has come a lot of fear. But yet everything is unfolding its own perfect time and space to magically bring to the surface what needs to be brought to the surface within you so that you can let go of what's binding you and weighing you down in life so that you can soar. Because that's your true, inherent, natural state. Soaring, evolving, expressing. So, with that being said, let's just take some nice deep breaths and open things up here. So I invite you just to sit back, breathe deeply. Take another deep inhale. Breathe. In all of your power, set the intention to open to a higher level of your own healing, awakening, another level of your power to orchestrate your life and to help change the world. And to express your music, your light, your uniqueness into this space, into this world, into your life. So just take a deep inhale and set that powerful intention. The world needs your light, your expression. And the time has come for all of us to set down our blocks, our old stories, and to ascend. So just bring your attention to your heart space. Breathe deeply. And gently ask yourself, what's getting in the way of you living an extraordinary life. What disharmony are you experiencing? What string is out of tune in your life? Just breathe into that. Setting the intention to let go of any limiting thought, belief, perception that is preventing you from showing up in all of your magnificence. Take another deep inhale. Your obstacles are the indicators from the universe that you're holding on to old beliefs, old thoughts, old stories. And it's a calling card to let them go. Typically, we fight our challenges, we resist them, we curse them, we make ourselves wrong for having them. Just be willing to let go of that resistance. Because what we resist does persist. And this actually slows the flow of energy. So set the intention to breathe through and let go. What's hiding the masterpiece within you? Take another deep breath. Breathe. Deep inhale, open mouth, let it go. Bringing your attention once again back here to this space, your heart space. Just breathe into it. Just observe the next couple of breaths. Time that we let go of something, we open up this opportunity to plant something new within ourselves. And the theme for this month, the state of being to support us, is faith and trust. faith in yourself, faith in your unfolding, faith in the fact that everything that's happening in your life right now is masterfully designed to reveal this masterpiece that's within you, to help you unveil in who you really are. Take another deep breath, setting the intention to have faith in the twists and the turns of your own human experience. Take another deep inhale. Breathe. Faith and trust. So just bring your attention back to the heart space. And just gently shift over to open mouth inhales and exhales. And a little special note from the universe, from God, from the divine, whatever you want to call it. You're beautiful. You're powerful beyond measure. And the time has come to awaken to that magnificence, that essence, that divinity. Time to rise above the static and noise. Of this modern day world. deep breath. And remember, so deep inhale, open mouth, let it go. Once again, another deep inhale, open mouth, let it go. And just gently start to just bring a little movement back to your hands, back to your feet. Bring a little more attention back into the space. Thank you, Jennifer, for the comment. And Tony, so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. So I want you to just think about and what we kind of talked about in the beginning and shared and maybe in this process, and let me know if you have any questions, anything around this aspect, anything around this idea of that you already are enlightened, you already are powerful, you already are divine, and that this idea that all we have to do is rise above the vibrational barriers and the limiting belief systems that have held us in this state of unenlightenment and this state of disharmony, and that it's not about seeking it, it's about removing what is stopping us from being what we already are. You already are divine. You already are magnificent. You already are powerful. And as we look at the world today in all of its turbulence and all of its craziness and all of its areas for opportunity to bring stuff to the surface, ask ourselves, how can we rise above this? How can we continue our own work within ourselves to shape and shift and change and to really become these instruments of light and of love on the planet? So any questions, please feel free to type them in. That'd be great. I'm here to answer and perhaps maybe provide some additional insight. Maybe if you have any questions about the music, about the energy healing, how the frequencies the scientists discovered in the music actually help us to rise above vibrational barriers and limiting belief systems. Thank you, Brenda, for your lovely comment from Switzerland. Gotta love that. Cryon's always good stuff. I didn't realize they had a Healing Wednesday. That's very awesome. I'll have to check that out and kind of go from there. So we'll just give it a sec here. If any comments come in or questions, please feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for, and more than happy to share anything on that. So maybe it's something you need assistance with. Maybe it's something you need some clarity around. You're more than welcome to put that into the space too. So as I wait for something to pop up, we'll see if anything does. I did want to let you know that you can go to my website at markromeromusic.com, and you can sign up there and get access to beautiful visual and track of music, high vibration piece that you can meditate to, pray to, just breathe with to help clear your energy. Every day we need to take steps to harmonize our energy. When we're in harmony, we open up to the possibility of playing beautiful music. When those strings are in tune, I can open up to the true potential of what's possible. I mean, I could play like Andre Segovia, so to speak. But if my strings aren't in tune, am I going to make beautiful music? Am I going to reach my full potential? No. And unfortunately, we live in a world that's virtually doing everything possible to try to put our strings out of tune. So every day, we need to tune our strings. And so I invite you to go to the website, once again, markromeromusic.com, and sign up there. You can get access to this free track of music to help support you on your day. I'll put the URL in the comments there. And then also, if you're interested in tapping into a healing community, I have a wonderful healing community. I'm sorry, I got caught up with a note there. I'll take a look at that in a second. It's called Harmonic Alignment Community, and it's about helping you restore harmony in your life. And it's providing you with resources to help you rise above those vibrational barriers and those limiting belief systems um, that are holding us all to one degree or another in a state of unenlightenment. And that's what we're in the process of moving through. That's what we're in the process of being asked to let go of. So, I love this comment. Thank you, Yopu. It's hard for me to let go of annoyance. That's a good one. But your music and messages are so incredibly calming. Well, thank you for that. So annoyance, that's the good one. And that's so obviously there's something that is happening that's triggering this energy that we identify as annoyance that feels a certain way. Okay. So breathe through it. There's a part of you that's still kind of, I think anytime we feel annoyed about something, we're angry or annoyed because something isn't the way that we think it should be. And so there's some belief structure there to look into, but I invite you to feel into that annoyance, allow yourself to breathe through it and move that energy out of you and inquire with the annoyance. What is it that you're here to teach me? What can I learn from this? This is like the one thing if I would hope for anybody in life is to stop fighting with your challenges, stop fighting with the things that annoy you and start leveraging them to lift you to new heights. There's an old belief structure in there, maybe one or two or three or four, it depends. We're all different, that you need to be let go of. People are going to be different. People are going to do things that upset you. Your power is in how you respond to circumstances that unfold in your life. So something to take a look at there, So I'm getting a sense of judgment of what annoyance is, allow the energy to flow through. Also a sense of powerlessness, and we're not powerless. People in life are always mirroring back qualities within our own selves that we need to take a look at, that we need to heal, that we need to resolve. So hopefully that helps and stuff there. And let's see, I wanted to also type in this other website. If you are interested in accessing a wonderful monthly resource with lots of live high vibration music, sound healing courses, music, meditations, and things to help you to rise above the vibrational barriers and limiting belief systems in your life, I invite you to check out Harmonic Alignment Community. .community. That'd be great. And Tony nailed it on the head. I am statements help me so much. So powerful. So anytime that you use I am statements, what are you following it up with? And just something to take a look at, because we want to make sure we become more aware of our words, where our words that we speak are always a reflection of our levels of consciousness. And so they reveal things. So yes, I'm a big believer in I am statements and affirmations using I am. But I also try to catch myself in what I follow up with I am sometimes, because sometimes I say an I am statement and I limit myself. So just something to be aware of. So thank you for bringing that to fruition. So I don't see any other questions popping in, but I want to thank you all for being here. I'm probably going to set some kind of schedule to come on at least, once or twice a month or something. And then, of course, I post weekly content on YouTube, and all designed to help you to reveal the masterpiece that's within you, to help you to more eloquently, shall we say, handle the twists and turns of our human experience right now, especially right now because things have been rather amplified. But all of it is masterfully happening to bring to the surface everything that we need to let go of. So thank you so very much for being here. It has been an honor and a pleasure. And if you have any questions, you can comment there. You can direct message me. Please do visit the website if you want a beautiful track of music to help support you, help you keep your strings in tune as you move forward in your life. And then check out the Harmonic Alignment Community if you'd like to dive into a really very supportive and loving community that will support you in unveiling the masterpiece that's within. So go and shine your light, have faith and trust in everything that occurs in your life is happening for the biggest and best reasons, even though sometimes we're in the midst of it, that might seem the farthest truth. But I encourage you to move forward with love, with enthusiasm, with passion, and with hope. You are the universe in motion.